is that every day I do my best. I question everything that happens around me, inside me, to me. I question the people that show up in my life, the people who are there actively participating, the people who are there in the corners silently participating, the people who come in my life anew, the people who leave, the people I decide or feel and invite to leave. I question my core beliefs. I'm not afraid to question them. I'm not afraid to question everything I think I know about myself. I frequently question where I want to go, what I want to achieve in this lifetime. I am open to life. I'm open to life leading me. I'm open to when I feel triggered, when I feel hurt by something somebody does, to stop and pause and go within and realize that it's a reflection of me still identifying with my ego. And I take that as an opportunity to establish deep connection with the other, where we are able to use it as an opportunity to unite and to connect deeply and practice authentic relating and practice deep, vulnerable communication. And at the same time, I take responsibility to do my own private inner work to understand where that trigger has come from and how it has repeated in my life in the past until now, to understand my ego's wounding a little bit more and work toward true freedom through compassion of my ego self, and at the same time deciding to not operate from that place automatically, but rather give it space to be as a part of me, allowing it and validating it and loving it and making it mine, and then deciding to just operate from a different level of awareness, understanding and realizing that I'm not a victim and no one is a victim. We just have different views of reality when we are looking through our limited lens of looking at the world. So it literally is as simple as taking those glasses off. And this is my daily process. Not even daily, this is my second to second process. And I take great joy in this process of awakening to the nothingness and everythingness of who I am, which I don't even know. And I love smiling at the not knowing, and the comfort and discomfort at the same time of the not knowing, and being completely in awe and shocked and just in trust and surrender, and just allowingness of just not the being and basking in the vastness of the not knowing. So that's life, and that's me. And as I open myself up to me, I open myself up to life, and I open myself up to everything around me and everyone around me. And life is just beautiful and painful and sad and not fair and imperfect and perfect and unique and just everything all at once. Life is just everything, and everything is valid, and all I know is love. That's all I know. And what I'm most attracted to is truth. Is getting closer to true truth, to the true truth that unites us all, not to my truth or your truth or my neighbor's truth, but what's the true truth that unites us all, that is the deep knowing within our heart when we scrap away all the separateness or the veil of separateness. Well, what's beneath that? Is there something beneath that? What's beneath that? It's the most freeing, uniting, comforting feeling. Just letting go of the need to know, the need to be better, the need to do more, to do different, to compete, to just letting go of the need to do anything other than what I'm doing right now, and allowing life to do the doing. It's literally that. It's allowing life to do the doing, allowing myself to be a part of life, not needing to know everything about everything, and being okay with it, and walking around and letting life lead my every step, and succumbing to it and surrendering to it, and it's like literally like being life's cheerleader. It's asking life, what do you want me to do now? And it's not a passive state. People may think it's a passive state, but it's not, because you're co-creating with life. You're life's cheerleader. You're the instrument. You're the doer. You're the hands and legs that life has on the earth to do, to create 3D. You're the 3D version of life in this specific moment of time. It's completely unique. And life wants to create through you. And I feel if you, in every moment, just ask life, what should I do now? What do you want me to do now? Where should I go now? And you become this perfect team of two, life guiding you. And the truth is, when I do that, I feel so powerful, because I feel life guiding me. I feel the power of life. I feel the power of not needing to know. I feel the power and the lightness. And I feel like I'm on the right track, even if I don't know what the right track is, or even if I don't intellectually understand what I'm doing. It feels right. Just feels right. It's a feeling. And of course I question it. Of course I do the inner work to question the feeling and ask myself, where is that feeling coming from? Is the feeling coming from my ego or my conditioned self? Is this that I'm pursuing? Do I think is it me confusing what life is saying, or it's my ego? But I allow myself to learn through doing it, to mark an intention of that I want to be of service to life, and I want life to guide me. And I allow myself to, even if I'm not completely sure, to take a leap on myself, to trust myself, to and if it doesn't feel right after I do it, I trust that I will learn. I trust that I'll learn, and I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe this time it was my ego masking itself as life. I trust that I know. And it's okay. It's okay because I trust my heart. I trust my intention to, it's not me needing to prove myself to anyone. It's like, it's literally me and myself. Me, myself, and life. So it's me trying to figure out, how can I create this direct connection with life? How can I eat in a way? Because I realize that eating in certain ways helps the connection feel stronger or more clear. It literally feels like a frequency that, depending on the habits I have, on what I eat, what I put into my body, how I breathe, how I sleep, I see all these things. I observe it in me, how they affect the clarity of the communication with life, with God. And all of this is subjective. I can't prove this to anybody. I mean, you'd have to do an investigation on yourself. Mark the intention. I wanna communicate with God. I wanna communicate with life, and try what I'm saying. Try eating quote unquote healthy for a month. Do your spiritual practices and see, observe. Does it make a difference? I mean, you'd have to then question, what is healthy food specifically for you, because healthy is not the same for everyone. Sorry, you'd have to personalize it. But life is about that, to explore life, and this is something to explore, definitely. If you want to connect with God and you want to connect with life, I do strongly believe that there is a way, and it is something that you would see in common in all the spiritual books and all the most sacred historical books from thousands of years ago to nowadays. You will be able to see commonalities between all these books. And if you are in the spiritual path and you try and test these things, you will reach certain personal conclusions that will reaffirm some of the things you read. This is what happened with me. It's literally like almost every other day, not to say every day, I have personal direct experiences with God. This is me choosing to believe this is God. This is a conscious aware decision to believe that what I'm feeling is God. This is where we're at. This life is a mystery. I cannot prove to anyone that the thoughts that come into my mind and the feelings that come into my heart is God speaking to me. I can't prove that. No one can. But I choose to believe in something that will empower my existence on this mysterious plane, and for me, that's God. So I have found out through personal experience, reaffirmed by sacred books of different religions, that there are practices, that there are ways of being, ways of moving, of breathing, of sleeping, of eating, that heighten your awareness and your ability to connect spiritually. And so, Atma, this business I've opened with the grace of God, with the guidance of God, is literally a place for people who want to connect with God and with life, and want to know and explore and train in the ways to increase the connection, to increase the clarity directly with God. This is experiential. My objective through Atma is to help everybody either make a connection, make a direct connection if they haven't yet made one, or strengthen it to hear and feel more. Because to me, this is literally what, and I say this extremely humbly, right? What everyone in the world actually wants and needs. People may not realize they want this. And again, of course, I say this very humbly. I'm a human being. Who am I to speak on what the whole world wants or needs? But this is coming from a deep sense of knowing, of feeling like this deep yearning in my heart. I see it in everybody, below and beneath the pursuits of seemingly external symbols of happiness that we all pursue, that society pursues. Below that is a yearning for truth, for absolute truth, and causeless happiness, of bliss, of true, deep, unconditional connection. And dare I say, the only way to access this is through your own direct experience with the mystery, God, life, whatever you want to call it, it does not matter. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Please share your feedback on everything I'm talking about. I'd love to hear on what you want to know, what you want me to get into, what you want to deepen on. And if you're interested in having a conversation with me,